I have about had it with these marshes. I just now got set up and it's probably 4:20 or 4:30, so I have about a half hour left of shooting time. It has been kind of a nightmare of an afternoon hunt. I kind of decided that I was pulling out all the stops today. I decided I was going to use the bike to get into this marsh here. I am over 2 miles from the axis, and the bike was essential. It actually helped a lot. I thought it was going to make it easy. Turns out when you're carrying in over 40 pounds of gear, it still makes it pretty tough. 2-mile bike ride in this off-road is not a cinch with that much gear on, especially when you're trying to do it fast. So anyway, but I did do that, and that's the only way I would have been able to get as far back in. But the plan was to kind of hunt some waterways that I thought were going to be dried up. Fortunately, I got in there, and beavers have just changed the waterways to make them their own, and they have made this place virtually inaccessible, or at least the other spot I was trying to go to. So I'm on basically plan E right now. They say you're supposed to have some backup plans, but I had to make up some new plans today. I got back in there. I was walking on ice way more than I would have liked to. I don't think that's safe, especially when it's not that cold out, and it hasn't been that cold out for long enough, and there's moving water. I was just not trusting the ice, so it made it a nightmare getting back in there. And finally I was gonna just keep going, but it was to the point where I was like, no deer are gonna be in here. It doesn't even make sense at this point. So I didn't want to try to get out in the dark out of that nightmare, so I decided to back out and come back to the bike. And I actually ended up on the complete opposite side of where I was going to hunt. And I wasn't expecting for it to look this good over here, but it's actually pretty tore up, and I can tell a lot of deer have used this. So, I mean, I could still see something, could still have a good hunt if I'm successful. It's going to be just the Lord above feeling sorry for me after watching me walk around for 3 hours straight, and he's gonna send something my way. But anyway, obviously not too hopeful, but trying to stay positive. I know it could still happen, so we'll see. But I also brought in my new mobile hunting setup, my mobile tree stand setup. I was going to try that out for the first time, which is not really necessary when you're shotgun hunting, so I don't know why I got that idea to do that. But anyway, I wanted to try it out. I was excited because I just got it, and I'm not even going to use it because it's so late when I'm finally getting in here to where I want to set it up. But I am going to detail that a little bit. I guess kind of make that a topic for this video. Basically, Brunk Outdoors was with Treestand tree stands up until this point. We're still with them, I guess. We're also affiliated with Muddy Outdoors, and basically we tried Xstand's tree stands, and we are less than impressed, I'll say. Just getting them out of the box, we weren't happy with the quality of them and how hard they were to assemble. The machining just seemed off, and the functionality was not as good as we were expecting, so we weren't all that happy with Xstand. I will say that they are extremely light, and you know, that's a really big positive for this mobile hunting thing. I had the Xstand sit and climbing tree stand, and Trevor had the Xstand backcountry combo. And you know, both of them work plenty well. We just we want to experiment a little bit and we're going to be honest on whatever we think of any of the products we use, regardless of if we're affiliated or not with them. So anyway, I decided to buy a Muddy Vantage Point tree stand and a set of their Aerolite climbing sticks, and I also have a Hawk Helium climbing stick that I got a little while ago. So that's going to be my setup for a while at least. I'm going to see if I like that a little bit better. So far, I've been pretty impressed with it. And perhaps the thing I'm most excited about is how I have it kind of rigged up and how packable it is right now. Basically, I decided to take an old frame pack that my dad bought probably 20 years ago for an Alaskan moose hunt. I decided to take that frame pack and ratchet strap it onto the bottom of the stand, and that allows it to stay attached to the stand at all times. I don't have to worry about hooking it up and unhooking it from my backpack. I can just have the straps on the stand at all times, and it gives me a lot more comfortable of a carrying device than just standard backpack straps, because the frame pack has a waist belt and a cross section that buckles up here. Although I will say Muddy's Treestand backpack straps are a lot better than some of the other ones I've seen. But anyway, I'm excited about that, and I'm really excited about how that performed. Like I said, I walked around for basically 3 hours. Well, actually, I think a little bit over 3 hours. I was either biking or walking around, and I was definitely tired by the end of it, and I wanted to take it off. But that's impressive to be able to just go for that long and not get tired, not get your back tired or your traps from carrying the weight. The waist belt really did wonders for me, and I was able to carry it pretty comfortable. I still got tired, obviously, but anyway, excited with how that performed. I think that's going to make it a lot easier to do these mobile hunting tree stand setups. I also have a bigger bag compartment now, and it's easier to carry my camera gear as well. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that setup, and I do plan on getting an Alps frame pack, and I plan on getting the Alps Commander X pack and bag that comes with it, and I think that'll be an even more comfortable frame pack to carry this stuff on, and in a nicer bag for sure. But this is just what I had laying around right now, so I decided to use that. Part of the problem is when you're self-filming, you have to carry in so much stuff, and this has made it just a lot easier for me, and I'm excited to actually be able to try it out in a tree one of these times. But anyway, I guess if you were to take something away from this video, it would be, I really recommend going out and purchasing just a cheap frame pack if you're going to do these mobile hunting setups, and just ratchet strap it onto the bottom of your stand. Let's sit back now and see if anything comes out. It'd be a miracle if it does. Well, I can't believe it, but I actually saw some deer. I saw probably 5 or 6 antlerless deer back behind me over there, and the camera was sitting on the ground. Part of the problem with bringing in a whole tree stand setup is that I didn't bring in a tripod, because I wasn't planning on hunting on the ground, so I wasn't able to really film them. I could have filmed them, but I wanted to be ready in case it was something I wanted to shoot, and it was pretty low light anyway. Not sure if you could have seen them anyway. You guys have all seen antlerless deer before, so anyway, it was pretty exciting there for a while though. I could hear them walking around, and I was trying to get in position in case any of them were shooters. As this second shotgun season comes to an end here, I think I have 3 more days left. I'm going to be less and less picky, and I have every intention of filling this tag on something just to fill the freezers, if nothing else. So little fork horns and basket racks and monster spikes, they better be watching out, because here in a couple days I'm going to get after them too. Well, I just got back home. I'll tell you, today definitely had its highs and lows, and God sure does have a way of letting you know why you do it. I ended up running into a really nice guy on the way out, nice older gentleman, and just a super cool guy. He said he'd been hunting that area for 30 years, super nice, learned a lot from him, learned a lot about the area. He says there's big ones in there, and he said I was doing the right thing getting so far back in there. He also said that it's not getting that much pressure this year, so might be back in that area. And he also just, I don't know why, but I thought it was the coolest thing. He gave me this necklace that says "Pray for us" on one side, and he said it was some sort of hunter's token, and I think it's going to be good luck, and I think it's just super cool. So happy I met that guy, and you know, it kind of made me stop and realize that it was, even with all the ups and downs, it was really a great afternoon and a good day to be out in the woods. So I'm rejuvenated now, and I'm ready to get back out there.